So let's explore the whiteboard option that Google has now placed inside Google Meet. By whiteboard, I mean the tool Jamboard. Jamboard is a whiteboard for educators to use, not just in Google Meet. I have a backpack that I created a couple weeks ago that's all about Jamboard and how it actually can be created and actually begins in Google Drive just as a doc does or Google Slides do. So, but powerful tool. Please head over and go through that backpack if you're interested. So the Jamboard or the whiteboard inside Google Meet can be found by going to the bottom left corner, the three dots, and up to open a Jamboard. You have the option to either open up a brand new Jamboard or start with one you've already got created and going. At this point, you're like clueless if you haven't gone through the Jamboard piece or used it yet. You don't understand the piece. This this would be more, or this particular one, start a new Jamboard, a new whiteboard would be for on-the-fly learning. If you just wanted to quickly open up a Jamboard and kind of show how to do a particular problem, or have students all kind of collect together and do an activity, or push out some, things like that, very on-the-fly kind of work. This would be stuff you've worked with, you know what you're doing, you've already created a Jamboard, you've got it stored, say it's a Venn diagram, and you're having the kids drag and drop, or it all kinds of options that you can get. Let me also say, and I say this in the backpack, Jamboard teachers have already gone and created free jams. So please don't feel like you have to create your own, especially if you're first time using Jamboard. So let's go ahead and start with a new board. What it does is it actually creates the new board for you and gives you the ability to share it. Right now it opens it up as, private, only you can share, but you can go into here, click, and instead of school district Clay County is viewers, you can push can edit. Now, let me tell you what else it does. In this case of, let me go ahead and make it back to view. Pushing it out through Google Meet, the beautiful thing is pops up here, and it didn't this time. It might have, and I just didn't see it, but it pops up here and says, hey, do you want to share this Jamboard with your class? And of course you would pick yes, and I like to keep it viewer only, because then the students will click on the link to get into the Jamboard. They'll come in and you have a chance to kind of catch your breath and explain the instructions instead of them going and jumping in and starting to click and work on it. So I don't know if you noticed what it did. Once I opened it up, it actually sent a little chat bar over to the kiddos. So it popped up here too in their face, but then it goes away after a while, and you could direct the students to click on chat, and there's the link to that Jamboard. Now, because I set it for anyone in the school district of Clay County with the link can view, the students can click in, get in, and view only. Now, once they're in, you see this is just like a Google Doc. I am in as this student, Charisse, but I am also in it as the teacher over here. So it's just like a Google Doc. It has the same sort of things. To get more info on Jamboards, please feel free to jump over to that backpack. So here is the Google Meet that here is, maybe I should open the Jamboard myself. Oh, I have it open. There it is. Is that right for me? Yes. So here it is open for me, and I can see my student in this case, or my students, all up here. So I could begin to share, talk to them how we're going to do this today, let them know, okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and share the edit rights with you all. And the way you do that is you click on that. You go to, instead of view, you go to editor. So anyone with the link can edit. Now, this kiddo over here on his Jamboard or her Jamboard can refresh and has the rights to edit. So now she can come in and use the Jamboard, any way she needs to or wants to. She can bring in things and you see it live. So there's some really unique things. You can create jams or boards up here, several of them, and each group can have their own jam. Let me also say that within the breakout rooms inside Google Meet, you can also use Jamboard inside there. So I'm going to go ahead and close this down. I'm going to close this down for this student. Working just like a Google Share, you can share, or Google Doc or Google Slides, you can share it and then also take away those edit rights at the end, so that, yeah, they can be in there, but they can't do a whole lot. So Jamboard inside your breakout rooms. You can have the students open up a Jamboard and work that way as well. That is the basics of Jamboard inside Google Meet. Pretty hefty, pretty neat little tool there, but certainly you can also, if you're wanting to work with someone from outside the district, you can go ahead and open up a Jamboard, in another in a separate tab, going straight to Jamboard, and then put that link of that Jamboard. As you're creating a new Jamboard, you can go ahead and create that link and put that into the chat box if you needed to too. Works just like a Google Doc or just like a Google Slide show. Hope that helps.